verse 2. I've wasted many precious years. Lord, I'm coming home. I now repent with bitter tears. Lord, I'm coming home. Coming home, coming home. Never more to roam. Over wide thine arms of love. Lord, I'm coming home. 第三節。I've gone a sinner straying, Lord. Now I'm coming home. I'll trust the love, believe thy word. Lord, I'm coming home. Coming home, coming home. Never more to roam. Over wide thine arms of love. Lord, I'm coming home. 第四節。My soul is sick, my heart is sore. Now I'm coming home. My strength renew, my hope restore. Lord, I'm coming home. Coming home, coming home. Never more to roam. Over wide thine arms of love. Lord, I'm coming home. 我哋再唱讚美詩233首 Let's also sing hymn 233 233首 hymn 233。I belong to Jesus. He has died for me. I am His and He is mine through eternity. 第二節。I belong to Jesus. Blessed, blessed thought. With His own most precious blood, was my soul been bought. 第三節。I belong to Jesus. I am not my own. All I am and all I am shall be His alone. 第四節。I belong to Jesus. He is Lord and King, reigning in my inmost heart over everything. 第五節。I belong to Jesus. What can hurt or harm? When He falls around my soul, His almighty arm. 第六節。I belong to Jesus, and alone I'll stand with my precious Savior there in the glory land. 我哋再唱讚美詩389首 Sing hymn 389 389首 hymn 389。
再唱讚美詩243首 Hymn 243，讚美詩243首 Hymn 243。 感謝主，我哋會前司論到此結束，哈利亞，阿門。
Let's bow our heads in silent prayer.
大家低頭默禱。
Amen.
阿門。
In the name of Jesus Christ, we commence this evening's Friday evening service.
奉主耶穌聖名開始呢個今個星期五嘅晚間聚會。
Before we share in the words of God,
喺我哋未分享神嘅話語之前，
we shall rise up and sing a hymn to praise His name.
我哋首先讚唱詩嚟讚美佢嘅名。
Please rise up and sing hymn 399.
請讚唱詩399首。
Please rise.
請讚啦。
主啊，我要做你門徒，眾全心，眾全意。主啊，我要做你門徒，眾全力，眾全心，眾全意。主啊，我要做你門徒，盡全力。主啊，我要更加愛人，盡全心，盡全意。主啊，我要更加愛人，盡全力。眾全心，眾全意。主啊，我要更加愛人，盡全力。主啊，我要更加聖潔，盡全心，盡全意。主啊，我要更加聖潔，盡全力，盡全心，盡全意。主啊，我要更加聖潔，盡全力。主啊，我要學習着你，盡全心，盡全意。主啊，我要學習着你，盡全力，盡全心，盡全意。主啊，我要學習着你，盡全力。Please be seated.
請坐。
We give thanks to God for His protection and guidance in the past week,
我哋感謝神過去一個星期嘅帶領同埋保護。
so that members of the church are able to come together to keep the Sabbath day holy.
我哋今日弟兄姊妹能夠嚟到參加聚會，嚟到參加安息日嘅聖會。
May God bless every one of you.
願神祝福在座每一位。
Before we share in God's words tonight,
喺我哋今晚未開始分享神嘅話語之前，
we shall kneel down to pray.
我哋一齊跪低禱告。
In our prayers, I humbly ask that you pray on behalf of the speaker and the interpreter.
我哋禱告裏邊懇求大家嚟到為正道嘅同埋翻譯嘅禱告，
so that God can arm us with both wisdom and eloquence to share the mysteries of His words.
求神賜口才智慧俾我哋同大家嚟分享神嘅話語。
So that in our very short time together,
喺我哋短短嘅喺埋一齊嘅時間，
we can be encouraged and edified by the Word of God,
讓我哋被鼓勵，被神嘅話語嚟得着造就，
and also we can glorify God.
亦都榮耀主嘅聖名。
So let's all kneel down to pray in one accord.
一齊合意同心合意跪低禱告。
In the name
奉
of
主
our
耶
Lord
穌基督
Jesus
聖名
Christ,
禱
we
告。
Today's title for our mutual encouragement is Those Who Are Excluded.
今日同大家俾錢面你嘅題目就係話那些被排除在外的人。
As we know, when we study the Bible,
當我哋學習聖經嘅時候，
we know that there are certain key messages.
我哋知道有嘅主要嘅信息俾我哋嘅。
Some of these messages could be guidance in the form of wise words.
咁呢啲咁嘅指引呢，可以好似有啲智慧嘅話語嗰啲帶領我哋。
Some of these messages could be giving us the right direction to take.
咁呢啲嘅信息呢，就俾我哋一個行喺一個正確嘅方向裏邊。
But also there are key messages which are also warnings for us.
咁亦都係有啲主要嘅信息係俾我哋一個警告嘅。
Today I would like to share with you a message of warning,
今日同大家彼此分享一個警告嘅信息，
whereby there were some who were originally chosen by God,
就係話嗰啲人原先係被神所揀選嘅，
but eventually became excluded from God's blessings and God's plans.
就係話到最後呢啲人係被排除在外，喺神嘅恩典以外，神嘅計劃恩典嘅之外。
We find that these people who were excluded had certain types of characteristics.
我哋知道呢啲被排除在外嘅人，佢哋有某種嘅性格嘅。
Perhaps we find that these characteristics aren't actually very serious at all.
咁我哋或者會認為呢種咁嘅品格或者唔係太過嚴重啦。
But actually, these characteristics were certainly not pleasing to God.
咁好肯定嘅呢種嘅品格特性呢，係唔蒙神嘅喜悅嘅。
And eventually, this led to these people becoming excluded.
咁到最後結果呢啲人就被排除在外啦。
So who were these people?
咁呢啲被排除在外嗰啲人係咩人呢？
As we said before,
正如我哋頭先所講，
these people were originally members of God's chosen flock.
就係話呢啲人原本就係話神所揀選嘅群眾之內嘅，
But eventually, they became excluded.
到最後佢哋係被排除在外。
These people were the Ephraimites.
咁呢啲就係呢啲以法蓮人啦。
So let's look at the book of Genesis chapter 48.
我哋睇下創世記第48章。
Genesis chapter 48,
創世記48章
verse 1 to verse 5.
第1至到第5節。
Verse 1 to verse 5.
1至5節。
Verse 1.
第1節。
Now it came to pass after these things that Joseph was told, Indeed, your father is sick, and he took with him his 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. And Jacob was told, Look, your son Joseph is coming to you. And Israel strengthened himself and sat up on the bed. Then Jacob said to Joseph, God Almighty appeared to me at Luz in the land of Canaan and blessed me, and said to me, Behold, I will make you fruitful and multiply you, and I will make you a multitude of people, and give this land to your descendants as an everlasting possession. And now your 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, who were born to you in the land of Egypt before I came to you in Egypt, are mine. As Reuben and Simeon, they shall be mine.
創世記48章1至5節第一節，這事以後有人告訴約瑟說：你的父親病了，他就帶着2個兒子瑪拿西和以法蓮同去。第2節，有人告訴雅各說：請看，你兒子約瑟到你這裏來了。以色列就勉強在牆上坐起來。第3節，雅各對約瑟說：全能的神曾在迦南地的路斯向我顯現，賜福與我。對我說：我必使你生養眾多，成為多民，又要把這地賜給你的後裔，永遠為業。第5節，我未到埃及見你之先，你在埃及地所生的以法蓮和瑪拿西，這2個兒子是我的，正如流便和西面是我的一樣。
These verses record the time when Joseph went to see his father Jacob.
呢個就係話告咗一個事蹟，就係約瑟嚟到去見佢嘅父親呢個雅各。
And he also brought along his 2 sons.
佢亦都帶着2個兒子一齊同去。
Because Reuben had sinned against his father.
因為呢個流便嚟到去犯罪得罪佢嘅父親。
Therefore, he actually forfeited, gave up his firstborn, his birthright.
就係話佢即係話犧牲咗佢嘅頭生嘅長子啦。
As a result, Joseph took the place of Reuben.
咁最後到結果，約瑟就代替咗流便嘅位置啦。
And as a result, Joseph was able to receive a double portion of his father's blessings.
咁到最後，約瑟又得到爸爸雙倍嘅祝福啦。
As a result, that's why Joseph brought both Manasseh and Ephraim before his father Jacob.
就係因為咁樣，約瑟帶住佢嘅2個兒子瑪拿西同埋呢個以法蓮到佢嘅父親雅各面前。
And as a result of the blessing, Manasseh and Ephraim became recognized as tribes of Israel.
咁因為到最後咁樣，結果瑪拿西同埋以法蓮成為以色列嘅支派之一。
They were members of God's chosen people.
就係話佢哋係神所揀選嘅百姓之內嘅。
Now the Ephraimites came as descendants from the tribe of Ephraim.
就係話呢啲以法蓮人就係話成為咗以法蓮支派嘅裏邊嘅。
And at that time, they were included within God's people, God's blessings, and God's plans.
咁佢哋係被神嘅子民、神嘅計劃、神嘅救恩裏邊係有份嘅。
Now let's turn to the book of Revelations, chapter 7.
我哋睇下啟示錄第7章。
Revelations, chapter 7.
啟示錄第7章。
Verse 4 to verse 8.
4至到8節。
Verse 4 to verse 8.
4至到8節。
Verse 4.
第4節。
And I heard the number of those who were sealed, 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel were sealed. Verse 5. Of the tribe of Judah, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Reuben, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Gad, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Asher, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Naphtali, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Manasseh, 12,000 were sealed. Verse 7. Of the tribe of Simeon, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Levi, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Issachar, 12,000 were sealed. Verse 8. Of the tribe of Zebulun, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Joseph, 12,000 were sealed. Of the tribe of Benjamin, 12,000 were sealed.
啟示錄7章4至8節，第4節，我聽見以色列人各支派中受印的數目有144000。第5節，猶大支派中受印的有12000，流便支派中有12000。加德支派中有12000。6節，亞設支派中有12000，拿弗他利支派中有12000，瑪拿西支派中有12000，西面支派中有12000，利未支派中有12000，以撒迦支派中有12000，西布龍支派中有12000，約瑟支派中有12000，便雅憫支派中受印的有12000。
These verses highlight the children of God who were sealed with the seal of the living God.
咁呢幾節聖經就係話嗰啲被神所印嘅啲人。
They were the children of God.
就係話佢哋就係話神嘅兒女。
They will come to no harm.
佢哋嚟到去冇受到呢個傷害嘅。
Reason is because they are protected by the salvation of God.
咁佢哋嘅原因就係話俾神嘅救恩所保護啦。
Now we notice when we look at these verses,
我哋要睇下呢幾節嘅聖經裏邊。
it is clear that the tribe of Manasseh is recorded.
我哋知道馬拿西支派中係被記載嘅。
But interestingly, the tribe of Ephraim is missing.
咁好有趣嘅，呢個以法蓮支派係冇喺在內嘅。
They were excluded from the children of God.
佢話被神嘅兒女當中係被排除在外嘅。
They were excluded from those who are sealed with the seal of the living God.
就係話佢哋被嗰啲受神嘅印記嘅人咧，係被佢哋排除在之外嘅。
There is also another noticeable exclusion.
咁你就有一個好留意嘅明顯嘅唔同嘅地方。
Is that also the tribe of Dan were excluded.
咁呢個但嘅支派亦都係包括在內嘅。
Let's look at the book of Judges.
我哋睇下呢個士師記。
Judges chapter 18.
士師記嘅第18章。
Judges chapter 18.
士師記18章。
Verse 30 to 31.
30至31節。
Verse 30 to 31.
30至31節。
Then the children of Dan set up for themselves the carved image, and Jonathan the son of Gershom, the son of Manasseh, and his sons were priests to the tribe of Dan until the day of the captivity of the land. So they set up for themselves Micah's carved image, which he made all the time that the house of God was in Shiloh.
士師記18章30至31節，但人就為自己設立那雕刻的像。摩西的孫子革順的兒子約拿單和他的子孫作但支派的祭司，直到那地遭擄掠的日子。31節，神的殿在示羅多少日子？但人為自己設立米迦所雕刻的像，也在但多少日子。
These verses tell us how the tribe of Dan fell into idolatry.
咁呢兩節聖經好清楚話俾我聽，但支派點樣嚟到進入呢個拜偶像嘅事情裏。
Because they chose to follow and worship idols instead of the one true God.
因為佢哋嚟到去選擇嚟到去唔敬拜真神，反而去敬拜呢啲偶像。
This led to their exclusion from God's chosen people.
就係因為咁樣，佢哋就被喺神嘅揀選當中被排除在外。
Now, if we go back to what we just read in Revelations,
我哋翻嚟頭先喺啟示錄所讀嘅。
we see that there was God's angel who was sealing all of those who belonged to God.
我哋知道睇到神嘅天使係話嚟到去印嗰啲屬於神嘅人嘅人。
And this seal was placed on the foreheads of the people.
就係話呢個印就係印喺嗰啲人嘅額頭上邊。
And it was to signify, to show that they will be saved.
咁就係代表佢哋係被得救㗎。
Now, although the tribe of Ephraim wasn't a small tribe,
雖然以法蓮唔係一個細嘅支派，
in fact, it was actually a fairly sizable tribe.
其實數量係幾大下支派嚟嘅。
Yet we noticed that they were excluded. They were no longer mentioned amongst those in Revelations.
但係佢哋已經被排除在外啦，喺啟示錄嗰度再唔被記載啦。
And when we study into the history of the Ephraimites,
如果我哋學習下以法蓮嗰種嘅歷史，
we find that the exclusion was actually intentional.
但係其實佢呢度被排除在外係專登嘅，有目的嘅。
It was God's intention to exclude them because of their wickedness.
係神嘅旨意嚟到去將佢哋排除在外，因為佢哋嘅邪惡嘅緣故。
Therefore, their recordings in the Bible
所以呢啲咁嘅係記載喺聖經裏邊嘅。
serves as a constant reminder for us today.
就喺度嚟到為咗嚟到時常嚟到去提醒我哋，
Especially if we too do not want to be excluded by God.
尤其是我哋係唔想俾神嚟到排除在外㗎。
Now let's look at Genesis chapter 48.
我哋翻嚟創世記第48章。
Genesis chapter 48,
創世記第48章
verse 12 to 14.
12至到14節。
Verse 12 to 14.
12至到14節。
Verse 12.
12節。
So Joseph brought them from beside his knees, and he bowed down with his face to the earth. Verse 13.
13.
And Joseph took them both, Ephraim with his right hand towards Israel's left hand, and Manasseh with his left hand towards Israel's right hand, and brought them near him. Verse 14.
14.
Then Israel stretched out his right hand and laid it on Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand on Manasseh's head, guiding his hands knowingly, for Manasseh was the firstborn.
創世記48章12至14節。12節，約瑟把兩個兒子從以色列兩室中領出來，自己就臉伏於地下拜。13節，隨後約瑟又拉着他們兩個以法蓮在他的右手裏，對着以色列的左手；瑪拿西在他的左手裏，對着以色列的右手，領他們到以色列的跟前。14節。 以色列伸出右手來按着以法蓮的頭上，以法蓮乃是次子，又轉達過左手來按在馬拿西的頭上，馬拿西原是長子。
Here the verses tell us how Joseph presented his sons before Jacob to be blessed.
咁呢度兩節聖經就話俾我哋聽，就係話約瑟點樣帶領佢兩個兒子喺雅各面前，讓佢哋受到祝福。
The verses also clearly tells us that Manasseh was the eldest son and Ephraim the younger.
咁呢兩節聖經要好清楚話俾我哋聽，馬拿西係長子，而以法蓮係次子嚟㗎。
Joseph intended for his father to bless Manasseh with the right hand.
咁就呢個約瑟咧就期望佢嘅爸爸用右手嚟祝福呢個馬拿西。
However, we see that Jacob blessed Ephraim with his right hand instead.
咁反而嘅雅各咧用右手嚟到祝福呢個以法蓮嘅。
Let's look at verse 17 to verse 20.
我哋睇下第17節至到20節。
Verse 17 to 20.
17至到20節。
Verse 17.
17節。
Now when Joseph saw that his father had laid his right hand on the head of Ephraim, it displeased him. So he took hold of his father's hand to remove it from Ephraim's head to Manasseh's head. Verse 18.
18.
And Joseph said to his father, Not so, my father, for this one is the firstborn. Put your right hand on his head. Verse 19.
19.
But his father refused and said, I know, my son, I know. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his descendants shall become a multitude of nations. Verse 20.
20.
So he blessed them that day, saying, By you Israel will bless, saying, My God, make you as Ephraim and as Manasseh. And thus he set Ephraim before Manasseh.
17節，約瑟見他父親把右手按在以法蓮的頭上，就不喜悅，便提起他父親的手，要從以法蓮頭上挪到馬拿西的頭上。約瑟對他父親說：我父不是這樣，這本是長子，求你把右手按在他的頭上。19節，他父親不從，說：我知道，我兒，我知道，他也必成為一族，也必昌大。只是他的兄弟將來比他還大，他兄弟的後裔要成為多族。20節，當日就給他們祝福，說：以色列人要指着你們祝福，說：願神使你如以法蓮馬拿西一樣。於是立以法蓮在馬拿西以上。
So according to traditional practice,
咁根據傳統上嚟講
blessing with the right hand was reserved for the firstborn.
咁用右手嚟祝福係特別為長子而設㗎。
But we find that Jacob was purposely different.
但係我知道雅各係專登唔咁樣做㗎。
It was Jacob's intention to bless the younger son, Ephraim, in this way.
咁雅各係專登嚟到去用右手祝福呢個以法蓮㗎。
So you can say that right from the very, very beginning.
我哋可以發覺由最初嘅開始。
Ephraim and the tribe of Ephraim had a very, very good start.
咁呢個以法蓮呢個支派係一個好好嘅開始㗎。
They received the blessing of the firstborn.
就係話佢受到呢個長子嘅名分嘅祝福。
They were also recognized as a tribe of Israel.
咁亦都佢哋被承認為以色列支派之一。
So while the Ephraimites had this great start, these wonderful blessings,
咁當啲以法蓮人受到一個咁好嘅開始、咁好嘅祝福嘅時候，
what actually happened to them?
咁其實佢哋跟住之後點啊？
Why were they eventually blotted out by God?
點解佢哋最後嚟被神所排除在外嘅呢？
Let's look at some of the mistakes, some of the flaws of the Ephraimites.
就係話我哋睇下嗰啲以法蓮人所犯嘅嗰種嘅錯誤。
The first flaw I'd like to share with you is the Ephraimites were complainers.
咁首先第一樣嘢佢要同分享大家嘅佢嘅錯處就係話佢嚟到去埋怨投訴。
Let's look at Joshua chapter 17.
睇下約書亞記第17章。
Joshua chapter 17.
約書亞記第17章。
Verse 14.
第14節。
Verse 14.
14節。
Then the children of Joseph spoke to Joshua, saying, Why have you given us only one lot and one share to inherit, since we are a great people, inasmuch as the Lord has blessed us until now?
約書亞記17章14節，約瑟的子孫對約書亞說：耶和華到如今既然賜福與我們，我們也族大人多，你為什麼將但將一扣一段之地分給我們為業呢？
So this verse highlights a time when God's people had entered into the land of Canaan.
呢節聖經就係話俾我哋聽，當神嘅子民進入咗迦南地之後，
And the land was to be divided amongst the tribes of Israel.
就係話呢啲地就根據各支派嚟到去點樣分地啦。
Now, in the verse we just read, we are told that the children of Joseph were complaining about the land that they were given.
咁呢節聖經好清楚話俾我哋聽，約瑟嘅子孫就埋怨咗佢哋所得嘅之地啦。
But when we study further into this incident,
如果我哋詳細下分析呢件事情嘅時候，
we find that the main culprits, the main complainers were actually the Ephraimites.
咁佢其實最主要嘅投訴嘅人就係呢啲以法蓮人啦。
They complained to Joseph.
佢哋嚟到去看約書亞嚟到去投訴。
They were complaining, why were they allocated so little land when they were such a big, powerful, large tribe?
佢就向約書亞投訴，我哋嘅咁族大人多，點解你要得到咁少嘅地分俾我哋呢？
The truth was, at that time,
但其實就係話喺當時嚟講
God had already granted the Ephraimites the mountainous area.
咁其實神已經為以法蓮人嚟到去準備好大嘅地方啦。
The place was, they had sufficient land on the ground, but also sufficient space to live up the hill as well.
咁佢哋所得嘅地方喺地上嚟講就係好多嘅，而且係山地亦都係好多嘅。
But yet they still complained.
但係佢哋仍然係投訴埋怨。
And actually, when we look into the book of Joshua and the book of Numbers,
如果我哋睇下約書亞記同埋民數記嘅話，
we will see that there are many examples of how the Ephraimites constantly and continually complained.
我哋可以睇到呢啲以法蓮人時常嚟到去投訴同埋埋怨㗎。
They were never ever satisfied with the things that God had blessed them with.
佢永遠唔滿足神所賜福俾佢哋嘅所有嘅事情。
As we know today, we are the children of God.
正如我哋今日係神嘅兒女，
And the right thing is that we should not complain about God's arrangement for us.
就係話最主要一件事情，我哋唔好為咗神安排嘅事情，唔好作出呢個投訴埋怨。
The truth is, God has blessed us with so many things.
咁其實神祝福我哋實在好多好多嘅東西。
But the question is, have we been sensitive enough to notice them?
咁嘅問題就係話，我哋有冇呢咁警覺性嚟到去留意到神所祝福俾我哋嘅呢？
The greatest blessing from God is obviously this hope and also this paths of salvation that we have.
咁最大神俾我哋嘅祝福就係話有呢個救恩嘅救恩俾我哋。
And hope of salvation.
就係話救恩呢個盼望。
There are over 7 billion people living in the world today.
喺呢個世界上邊超過700億人口。
There are about 66 million people living in the UK alone.
就係話喺英國嚟講有66萬人8萬人嘅住喺英國裏邊。
But amongst all the 66 million people living in the UK, God has especially chosen us.
咁喺呢個600萬人口裏邊，喺英國裏邊咁多個人口，神係特別嚟到去揀選我哋。
The True Jesus Church membership in the UK is just under 3,000.
咁嘅英國裏邊真耶穌教會嘅信徒係少過3000人嘅。
And when we look at it from this way,
如果我哋咁樣嚟睇嘅話，
that means True Jesus Church members in the UK make up less than 0.005% of the entire population of UK.
如果我哋咁樣嚟睇呢個比例嘅話，英國真耶穌教會嘅信徒嘅比例係0.005嘅百分比嚟睇嘅。
Less than that.
少過0.005。
We are so blessed to have been chosen by God.
咁我哋係被神所揀選，係非常之蒙福嘅。
And when we think of it in this way,
如果我哋咁從呢個方面咁樣去諗嘅話，
we cannot but feel blessed because of God's mercy and love towards us.
呢個唔係我哋值得嚟到去感謝神施恩憐憫嘅神嚟祝福我哋揀選我哋話。
We give thanks and we give praise to God.
我哋感謝神嚟到讚美神。
Of course, there will be times when we feel that things just aren't fair. Things are just not going right, and therefore we complain.
有陣時候我哋覺得事情應該唔係咁樣嘅，唔係我哋想象中，所以我哋就去投訴啦。
To complain is reasonable.
去投訴係有可能又係原因嚟。
So long as it is reasonable and also applicable in the eyes of God or according to God's will.
或者喺神嘅眼中、神嘅旨意相中，呢啲係咪合理呢？
For example,
例如嚟講
in the Bible, Moses complained to God.
摩西嚟到向神嚟到去埋怨。
In the Bible, Jonah also complained to God.
喺聖經裏邊，約拿都向神嚟埋怨。
But they did not complain about worldly things.
但係佢哋冇埋怨世上嘅事情。
So rather than be complainers,
咁我哋不可以去埋怨。
We should be filled with joy, recognizing that the things that God has already blessed us with.
其實我哋應該充滿喜樂，因為神已經祝福我哋好多嘅東西。
Now let's look at the book of Philippians.
我哋睇下腓立比書，
Philippians chapter 4.
腓立比書第4章，
Philippians chapter 4,
腓立比書第4章
verse 11 to 13.
11至到13節，
Verse 11 to 13.
11至到13節，
Verse 11.
11節。
Not that I speak in regard to need, for I have learned in whatever state I am to be content. Verse 12.
12 節。
I know how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I have learned both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. Verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
腓立比書4章11、13節11節，我並不是因缺乏說這話，我無論在什麼境況都可以知足，這是我已經學會了。12節，我知道怎樣處卑賤，也知道怎樣處豐富，或飽足，或飢餓，或有餘，或缺乏，隨時隨在，我都得了秘訣。13節，我靠着那加給我力量的，凡事都能做。
Here Paul sets us a very good example.
呢度保羅為我哋立下一個好嘅榜樣。
And that is, Paul knew how to live a life of thanksgiving.
咁保羅你到知道點樣嚟活着一個感謝嘅生活。
In verse 11,
喺11節嗰度話，
Paul had learned to be content at all times.
就係話保羅學習到事上嚟到去得到滿足嘅。
And so therefore he also teaches us to be the same.
佢亦都嚟到教導我哋好似佢咁樣樣。
This is actually a wonderful teaching.
呢個唔係咁好嘅美好嘅教訓嗎？
Especially when we look at the state of society today.
尤其是你睇下今日社會裏邊嘅情況。
For Paul,
對於保羅嚟講，
no matter what circumstance he found himself under,
無論佢自己喺咩情況之下，
he was able to remain content.
佢仍然嚟到感覺到呢個滿足。
And how was he able to do this?
佢點解能夠做到啊？
It was because he received strength from Jesus Christ.
因為佢嚟到去從基督裏得着呢個力量。
We should learn from Paul's example.
我哋應該從保羅嘅例子嚟到學習。
A key thing to remember and also understand,
咁有一個事情我哋要記住，亦都係明白嘅。
that is, true contentment does not come from materialistic things that we possess or we experience.
真正得到滿足，唔係話從世界上嘅物質嘅事情能夠俾到我哋嘅。
But rather, true contentment comes from being filled with the Holy Spirit.
反而真正滿足就係話得到聖靈嘅充滿我哋。
Because only the Holy Spirit can complete us.
只有聖靈先能夠讓我哋得到完全。
Only the Holy Spirit can satisfy us.
只有聖靈先能夠全部真正滿足我哋。
And only the Holy Spirit can give us peace and joy in our lives.
只有聖靈先能夠真正俾我哋嘅喜樂同埋滿足。
So therefore, let us not be so short-sighted.
所以我哋唔好咁短視，
Let us not misunderstand.
讓我哋唔好誤會，
And therefore leading us to complain to God.
讓我哋嚟到去向神嚟到埋怨。
Rather, we should be sensitive to all the blessings that God has given us.
反而我哋應該感覺到神俾我哋嘅祝福，而感覺到呢個滿足嘅。
Because all of God's blessings are wonderful and they are also the best.
咁話神俾我哋祝福係非常之奇妙，而且係對我哋係最好嘅。
In fact, some of the things that we receive from God, they cannot be bought with money.
有陣時候我好多時神所祝福俾我哋任何嘅嘢，唔可以用金錢嚟到買到㗎。
For example,
例如嚟講，
our health,
我哋嘅健康，
the family that we have,
我哋所擁有嘅家人，
the peace that we enjoy in our hearts every day,
就係話喺我哋心裏邊享受嗰種真正嘅平安嘅心。
and being the children of God,
我哋身為神嘅兒女，
we receive all these good things from Him for free.
就係話我哋從神得到所有呢個事情係完全係免費嘅。
Yet these things are also priceless.
呢啲事情亦都係無價嘅。
So therefore, let us not complain when we think that things are not so fair.
所以當我哋覺得事情嘅時候唔啱嘅時候，我哋唔應該嚟到去埋怨。
Another flaw, another mistake demonstrated by the Ephraimites was their laziness.
咁另外一個事情，你都以法蓮人顯示到佢哋嘅唔啱嘅地方，就係佢哋嗰種嘅懶惰。
Let's look at the book of Joshua.
我哋睇下約書亞記，
Joshua chapter 17.
約書亞記嘅第17章，
Joshua chapter 17,
約書亞記17章
verse 15 to 16.
，17章15、16節，
Verse 15 to 16.
15、16節，
Verse 15.
15節。
So Joshua answered them, If you are a great people, then go up to the forest country and clear a place for yourself there in the land of the Perizzites and the giants, since the mountains of Ephraim are too confined for you. verse 16.
16。
But the children of Joseph said, The mountain country is not enough for us, and all the Canaanites who dwell in the land of the valley have chariots of iron, both those who are of Bethshean and its towns, and those who are of the valley of Jezreel.
約書亞記17章15、16節、15節，約書亞說：你們如果族大人多，連以法蓮山地窄小，就可以上比利洗人、利乏音人之地，在樹林中砍伐樹木。約瑟的子孫說：那山地容不下我們，並且住平原的迦南人，就是住伯善和屬伯善的鎮市，並非耶斯列的平原的人，都有鐵車。
So after the Ephraimites had complained about the land that they were given,
當呢啲以法蓮人嚟到去埋怨佢哋所得到之地之後，
the verses we have read show the response of Joshua.
咁呢度兩節嘅聖經就睇到約書亞對佢哋嘅反應啦。
Joshua praised the Ephraimites, saying that they were indeed a great tribe.
咁約書亞嚟到去讚佢哋，佢哋真係族大人多㗎。
Since they were a great and powerful tribe,
既然佢哋咁大咁有力量嘅支派裏邊，
they should take the forest country and clear the area for themselves to live in.
佢哋應該嚟到去呢個樹林裏邊嚟到砍伐樹木，嚟到去清潔個地方，讓佢哋係住喺嗰度。
However, we see that the Ephraimites made excuses.
咁反而嘅呢啲以法蓮人又有呢個藉口啦。
They said that, oh no, the area is still not enough for them.
咁佢哋話：哦，呢啲山地仍然係容不下我哋嘅。
Their excuses,
佢哋有呢個藉口啦。
their unwillingness to compromise,
佢唔願意嚟到去妥協啦。
showed that they were indeed very lazy.
咁就顯示出佢哋非常之懶惰㗎。
In fact, this laziness was demonstrated throughout the history of the Ephraimites.
就係話呢種嘅歷史，由歷史中睇到佢哋真係一路以嚟都係好懶惰㗎。
They never want to do things themselves,
佢永遠都唔會自己去做一啲事情。
but rather they take things from others.
咁反而咧，佢嚟到去向人家嚟到攞呢啲東西㗎。
Laziness is actually not something that is pleasing to God.
咁呢啲我哋知道喺神嘅眼中，懶惰唔蒙神喜悅嘅。
In fact, God tells us that with everything that we do, we must do it willingly from the bottom of our hearts.
其實神要話俾我哋聽，我哋無論所做乜嘢，都係由心底裏邊嚟去作㗎。
Although the Ephraimites wanted more land and more space for themselves,
雖然啲以法蓮人想多啲地方，擁有多啲嘅地方，
they knew that they could clear the mountain forest country.
咁佢哋亦都可以知道，佢哋可以嚟到去清理呢啲樹林啊，呢啲山地嘅地方嘅。
They indeed had the manpower, they indeed had the ability to do this.
佢哋有緊嘅人力，有緊嘅力量嚟到去做到㗎。
But they simply didn't want to.
但係佢哋就係唔願意去做。
Before other people, before Joshua, they boasted that they were a great and powerful tribe.
咁約書亞你都話佢哋都係好。
No, they boasted to Joshua that they were great and
咁
powerful.
佢哋向約書亞話佢哋係族大人多㗎。
But yet, when they were asked to do something for themselves,
咁佢哋當被話到佢哋要做一啲為佢哋個族人做一啲事情嘅時候，
out came the excuses.
佢就係揾咗好多嘅藉口啦。
Oh, the Canaanites, they're more vaster in numbers. They have chariots of iron.
佢啲迦南人佢哋好仲多過我哋啊！佢哋有鐵車㗎。
They're more powerful than us.
佢哋更加有能力過我哋㗎。
They made these excuses simply because they didn't want to do the work.
佢哋咁樣講出呢啲嘅藉口，佢簡單嚟講就係唔願意做呢啲工作。
So for us today, we must avoid this laziness.
對於我哋嚟講，我哋今日應該避免有呢啲嘅懶惰嘅情形。
If we want to receive peace, if we want to receive joy from God,
如果我哋想從神裏邊得到呢啲平安同埋喜樂嘅話，
then we need to come before God and pray to Him.
我哋需要嚟到神嘅面前向神嚟禱告。
There's no shortcut or no quick solution to it.
冇呢個你嘅捷徑嘅，亦都冇其他嘅答案嘅。
If you want to receive peace and receive joy from God,
如果我哋想從神嗰度得到呢個平安同埋喜樂嘅話，
we also need to read God's words.
我哋需要讀神嘅話語。
We need to have understanding of God's words.
我哋需要明白神嘅話語。
We cannot be lazy.
我哋唔可以懶惰。
Otherwise, how can we be pleasing to God?
如果唔係點樣嚟蒙神喜悅咧？
How can we warrant to receive God's blessings?
我哋點樣嚟肯定自己嚟得到神嘅祝福咧？
We simply can't if we are lazy.
如果我哋懶惰嘅話，我哋就係唔能夠啦。
Today's world is a world of convenience.
咁我哋今日嘅世界住喺呢個好方便嘅世界。
And because of this has resulted in a promotion of to be lazy.
咁因為咁樣，好多人嚟到去提倡嗰啲人變咗好懶惰啦。
It is actually human nature to be lazy.
咁其實人嘅本性就係話懶惰㗎。
And that is why we are seeing this attitude and we're seeing this trend in society today.
所以我哋喺世界裏邊睇到呢啲嘅潮流，呢個懶惰嘅嗰種嘅潮流啦。
But we must not be like the Ephraimites.
我哋唔好似呢以法蓮人咁樣。
In today's society,
喺今日社會裏邊，
man is hoping that robots will help them do all the boring things that they don't want to do.
就係話嗰啲人啊期望呢啲機械人去做嗰啲好沉悶嘅嘢嚟到去代替人去做。
If they want a cup of tea,
譬如佢想飲茶嘅話，
it's better that a robot makes the cup of tea and even better, delivers it to them.
就係話佢想呢個機械人嚟為佢哋沖茶，甚至乎遞杯茶俾佢。
But as Christians,
就係身為基督徒嘅，
there are certain things that we simply cannot be lazy about.
就係有啲嘅事情我哋唔可以懶惰嘅。
Particularly if it is about our salvation.
尤其是對於我哋得救恩嘅方面，
In fact, we need to pray very diligently to God
其實我哋要好殷勤地向神嚟禱告，
so that He can bless us.
讓佢能夠祝福我哋。
We certainly cannot get a robot to represent us in praying.
我哋肯定唔會讓一個機械人嚟代替我哋要禱告嘅。
In fact, we should be wanting to do all the more in whatever it may be in order to please God.
其實我哋應該話從我哋心裏邊嚟到盡量嚟到去做我哋所能夠做到嘅，為咗得神嘅喜悅。
Let's look at the book of Colossians,
我哋睇下哥羅西書
chapter 3.
第3章，
Colossians chapter 3,
哥羅西書第3章
verse 23 to 24.
23、24節，
Verse 23 to 24.
23、24節，
Verse 23.
23節。
And whatever you do, do it heartily, as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that from the Lord you will receive the reward of the inheritance, for you serve the Lord Christ.
腓立比書哥羅西書3章23、24節，23節，無論作什麼都要從心裏作，像是給主作的，不是給人作的。24節，因你們知道從主那裏必得着基業為獎賞，你們所侍奉的乃是主基督。
From these verses,
由呢兩節聖經我哋睇到，
we can see that one way by which we can avoid becoming lazy
有一個原因有一個途徑讓我哋嚟到唔好懶惰嘅就係、
is to have this attitude of knowing that all the things that you do it for God.
就係話有一個咁嘅心態，我哋所做嘅一切事情係為主而作㗎。
Be it avoiding to do something bad, you do it for God because you know that by doing the bad thing, you displease God.
我哋就盡量避免就係話唔好做嗰啲壞嘅事情，因為我哋知道壞嘅事情唔能夠無神嚟到喜悅㗎。
And on the other hand,
相反嚟講，
you want to do all the good things
你做所有好嘅事情，
so that God's name will be glorified.
讓神嘅名得着榮耀。
And so if you have this attitude in knowing that everything that you do it for God,
如果你有呢種嘅心態，就係話你所做嘅係為主而作嘅話，
then you will never become lazy.
咁你永遠都唔會成為呢個懶惰嘅人。
And if you feel that you lack strength,
如果你覺得你缺乏呢個能力嘅話，
you can always turn to God to be strengthened through Him.
你可以時常轉向神，嚟到求神嚟到去幫助。
God is faithful.
神係信實㗎，
He will help us.
佢一定會幫助我哋。
So even with things like doing church work,
就算乎我哋做教會嘅工作，
if our work is to please other people,
如果我哋做嘅工作為咗討人喜悅嘅話，
then the work will become burdensome.
咁呢個工作就成為咗我哋嘅重擔。
And we cannot sustain and maintain this work.
咁我哋就唔能夠持續落呢種嘅工作落去。
But if the focus of the work is for God,
如果我哋嘅服侍神做工嘅專注點係神嘅話，
then it will be very different.
咁就非常之唔同啦。
Be it cooking,
就係話喺廚房裏煮嘢食，
or cleaning the church,
或者係清潔教會，
or tidying up after yourself.
就或者整理你自己嘅事情。
If the work is done for God,
如果呢個工作係為神而作嘅話，
then you'll be able to continue to do the work.
你就能夠繼續做落去。
Look at this example.
你睇下呢個例子。
If you worked in the kitchen for a celebrity,
如果你為咗呢啲名人嚟到係喺廚房工作嘅話，
or you work in the kitchen for a powerful leader,
或者你喺呢個廚房裏邊為呢個好有權能嘅人嚟到去做嘅話，
you'll be very proud to be able to serve in this capacity.
或者你會覺得好自豪啦，能夠嚟到去侍奉呢啲人。
No matter what it is that you are asked to do,
無論你被問到要做咩工作，
you'll be very proud.
你會唔會覺得好自豪㗎？
And you will do it to the best of your ability.
或者你用你嘅能力去做嘅。
But God is more powerful than any other powerful leader in the world.
但係神比所有世上最有權能、最出名嘅人更加有力量。
And God is even more important than any celebrity of the world.
梗係神比其他所有嘅偉人啊明星更加重要。
So shouldn't we too have the same sort of mindset?
如果咁樣，我哋唔係應該有咁嘅態度嘅嗎？
The same sort of pride in the way that we serve God.
就係話咁樣嘅自豪，因為我哋能夠侍奉神。
Therefore, as Christians,
所以身為基督徒嘅，
if we have this mindset that in whatever that we do it for God,
如果我哋有呢種嘅心思意念，就係話我哋做乜嘢都係為主而作嘅話，
we will never become burdened.
我哋永遠都唔會成為一個重擔。
In fact, we will serve with greater joy.
反而嘅，我哋好喜樂咁樣嚟去侍奉。
Because we will also recognize that it is God who has given us the opportunity to serve Him.
其實我哋亦都知道係神，其實係神俾我哋機會嚟去侍奉佢。
Not everyone in the world has this opportunity.
世上唔係每一個人都有呢種咁嘅機會，
But you have.
但係你有，
So, by not being lazy,
就係話我哋唔好懶惰。
not only by not being lazy will we be pleasing to God,
我哋唔好懶惰就能夠蒙神喜悅，
but God will also reward us.
神亦都會賞賜俾我哋。
And the reward that we receive from God will be beyond our imagination.
神所賞賜俾我哋係超越我哋所想像嘅。
The final mistake or the flaw of the Ephraimites that I would like to share with you is their desire to be troublemakers.
咁嘅另外一個以法蓮人佢哋所犯嘅錯誤就係話佢哋成日都係搞事嘅。
In fact, they were troublemakers in the household of God.
就係話佢哋喺神嘅家中時常都係製造啲混亂搞事嘅。
They look for opportunities to create disturbance, disagreements, distractions in the community of faith.
就係話佢喺神嘅家中時常揾啲機會嚟到去擾亂、嚟混亂、嚟到去搗亂嘅。
Let's look at Judges chapter 8.
我哋睇下士師記第8章。
Judges chapter 8,
士師記第8章
verse 1.
第一節。
Verse 1.
第一節。
Now the men of Ephraim said to him, Why have you done this to us by not calling us when you went to fight with the Midianites? And they reprimanded him sharply.
士師記第8章第一節，以法蓮人對基甸說：你去與米甸人爭戰，沒有招我們同去，為什麼這樣待我們呢？他們就與基甸大大的爭吵。
So this was the accusation of the Ephraimites.
呢個就係以法蓮人對佢嘅基甸嘅嗰種嘅爭拗。
Said that, when Gideon overcame the Midianites, the Ephraimites were not happy.
因為基甸嚟勝過呢啲米甸人，所以以法蓮人就唔高興啦。
God's chosen people had defeated the enemy.
咁啊，神嘅百姓亦都係勝過咗呢啲嘅敵人。
While everyone was very joyful,
當每個人都好喜樂嘅時候，
the Ephraimites were displeased.
咁呢啲以法蓮人就唔開心啦。
They were displeased because they felt they were overlooked.
咁佢哋唔開心，因為佢哋被提低啦。
冇留意。
冇留意啦。
Perhaps because of that, they didn't feel that they could have a big share of the praise and glory.
咁因為佢哋想嚟到去分享佢哋嗰個大大嘅榮耀同埋喜樂。
But because they felt overlooked, they complained.
咁因為佢哋因為冇留意，所以嚟到去埋怨啦。
They complained, they created trouble for Gideon and also the community of faith.
佢哋埋怨啦，嚟到向基甸嚟到去爭鬧啦，嚟到為喺百姓當中嚟到起咗呢個唔好嘅事情，爭鬧嘅事情。
Put simply, they just weren't content with what they had.
就係話簡單嚟講，佢哋唔滿足佢哋所擁有嘅。
Let's also look at verse 2 and verse 3.
我哋睇下第2同埋第3節。
Judges chapter 8, verse 2 to 3.
士師記8章2至3節。
Verse 2.
第2節。
So he said to them, What have I done now in comparison with you? Is not the gleaning of the grapes of Ephraim better than the vintage of Abiziah? Verse 3. God has delivered into your hands the princes of Midian, Oreb and Zeb. And what was I able to do in comparison with you? Then their anger towards him subsided when he said that.
第8章第2、第3節。第2節，基甸對他們說：我所行的豈能比你們所行的呢？以法蓮拾取剩下的葡萄，不強過亞比以謝所摘的葡萄麼？第3節，神已將米甸人的2個首領俄勒和西伊伯交在你們手中，我所行的豈能比你們所行的呢？基甸說了這話，以法蓮人的怒氣就消了。
These verses shows us how Gideon was able to deal wisely with the Ephraimites.
呢兩節聖經就睇到基甸點樣嚟到好有智慧咁樣嚟到去勝過呢啲以法蓮人。
As a result, the anger of the Ephraimites diminished.
咁到最後，咁以法蓮人嘅怒氣就消除啦。
And the rest of God's people were not affected.
咁嘅神嘅其餘嘅百姓就冇被影響啦。
So Gideon understood how to deal with these people.
咁呢個基甸嚟到去識得點樣嚟處理呢啲嘅人。
Because Gideon knew and recognized that the Ephraimites were proud people.
咁因為基甸佢知道其實以法蓮人係一個驕傲嘅族人。
And so therefore Gideon said to them that they were not in comparison to them at all.
咁所以基甸同佢哋講，我哋同你哋比係冇得比㗎。
So in other words, he humbled himself before the Ephraimites.
就一句簡單嚟講，就係基甸喺以法蓮人面前嚟謙卑落嚟。
So in this instant, on this event, we should learn from the example of Gideon.
由呢件事件已經可以知道，我哋可以向基甸嚟學習。
We should avoid repeating the behavior of the Ephraimites.
就係話我哋嚟避免嚟到重複以法蓮所犯嘅錯誤。
Now let's also look at another example.
我哋睇下另外一個例子。
In Judges chapter 12.
喺士師記嘅第12章。
Judges chapter 12.
士師記12章。
Verse 1 to verse 3.
第1、第3節。第1至第3節。
Verse 1 to 3.
1至3節。
Verse 1.
第1節。
Then the men of Ephraim gathered together, crossed over towards Zaphon, and said to Jephthah, Why did you cross over to fight against the people of Ammon, and did not call us to go with you? We will burn your house down on you with fire. Verse 2. And Jephthah said to them, My people and I in a great struggle with the people of Ammon, and when I called you, you did not deliver me out of their hands. Verse 3. So when I saw that you would not deliver me, I took my life in my hands and crossed over against the people of Ammon, and the Lord delivered them into my hand. Why then have you come up to me this day to fight against me?
士師記12章1至3節，以法蓮人聚集到了北方，對耶弗他說：你去與亞捫人爭戰，為什麼沒有招我們同去呢？我們必用火燒你和你的房屋。第2節，耶弗他對他們說：我和我的民與亞捫人大大爭戰，我招你們來，你們竟沒有來救我脱離他們的手。第3節，我見你們不來救我，我就拼命前去攻擊亞捫人。耶和華將他們交在我手中，你們今日為什麼上我這裏來攻打我呢？
These verses record another example of how the Ephraimites were troublemakers.
咁呢幾節聖經就記載呢啲以法蓮人你哋點樣嚟到去製造呢啲混亂嘅事情。
At that time, Jephthah, with the help of God, defeated the Ammonites.
喺嗰個時候，耶弗他藉着神嘅幫助嚟到去戰勝咗呢啲亞捫人。
And when God's people were rejoicing because they were victorious,
當神嘅百姓因為佢哋得勝嚟到去喜樂嘅時候
we see in verse 1 how the Ephraimites gathered together to cause trouble.
咁我哋可以由第1節可以睇到以法蓮人點樣聚集嚟到去製造呢啲混亂嘅事情。
If we pay particular attention to what the Ephraimites said,
咁我哋留意下以法蓮人所講嘅話。
not only were they speaking words of insult,
唔單止佢講嗰啲羞辱嘅話，
but also their words were full of threats.
就係話佢哋嘅話語充滿着呢個威脅嘅。
From this alone,
由呢個可以睇到
we can see just how unreasonable these people were.
我哋可以睇到佢哋啲以法蓮人幾咁唔合理嘅。
We can also see just how evil they were.
我哋睇到佢哋係幾咁邪惡嘅。
However, unlike Gideon, Jephthah did not answer back with wisdom.
就係話同樣唔好似基甸緊，耶弗他冇用呢個智慧嘅話語嚟回答佢。
In fact, Jephthah was very quick to respond.
咁耶弗他好快咁咧嚟到去回應佢哋。
Perhaps at the time he was not in a very good mood.
或者喺嗰個時候佢唔係一個好嘅心情嘅時候。
Because he had just sacrificed his daughter to fulfill a vow he made before God.
因為嗰個時候佢已經犧牲咗佢個女兒，為咗嚟到去完成佢許嘅願。
So as a result of the Ephraimites complaining,
咁就係呢個以法蓮人喺度埋怨嘅時候
Jephthah waged war against them.
咁你個耶弗他嚟去對佢哋嚟到去講弄啦，爭戰啦。
And as a result, 42,000 Ephraimites were killed.
咁最後啦，42,000人嘅以法蓮人就被殺啦。
Indeed, the Ephraimites were very good at talking a good talk, saying boastful things.
咁其實以法蓮人好叻嚟到講嗰啲誇大嘅説話㗎。
But they weren't really able to walk the walk. They weren't really capable of doing big things.
就係其實佢哋做大事唔係咁有能力去做㗎。
They were complainers.
佢哋喺度埋怨啦。
They were lazy.
佢哋好懶惰㗎。
They were troublemakers.
佢哋係製造麻煩㗎。
Therefore, we should take them as an example, as a warning to us today.
今日我哋以此為鑑嚟到去提醒警告我哋。
For example,
例如嚟講
have we knowingly or unknowingly been complaining or been complainers in church?
或 或者我哋有意無意之間喺教會裏邊講嗰啲埋怨嘅事情咧？
Have we knowingly or unknowingly been lazy in church?
或者有意無意之間喺教會裏邊咪比較懶惰咧？
Have we knowingly or unknowingly been troublemakers in church?
或者我哋有意無意之間喺教會裏邊有冇製造啲混亂嘅事情咧？
Only we ourselves can answer these questions.
只有我哋自己裏邊先能夠回答呢啲問題。
But we need to be honest and we need to be truthful.
我哋需要嚟到真實、誠實對自己。
So today,
所以今日
we've learned how an entire tribe of God was excluded from God's plan of salvation.
我哋知道神嘅揀選其中嘅一族點樣嚟到係被神救恩所排除在外嘅。
The tragic end of the Ephraimites
就係話呢啲以法蓮人嘅悲慘嘅結局，
could have been so easily avoided.
其實好容易就係可以避免嘅。
Especially when you consider things like complaining and lazy and being troublemakers. These are behaviors that can actually be changed.
咁尤其是佢哋就係話好懶惰，同埋時常嚟去投訴，同埋到成日製造混亂。其實呢啲嘅事情好容易嘅改變落過嚟㗎。
But simply they chose not to.
但係好簡單嘅，佢哋唔願意咁樣做。
So let us not fall into the same mistakes as these Ephraimites.
所以我哋唔好嚟到陷入以法蓮人嘅各種裏邊。
May all glory be unto our Heavenly Father.
而一切榮耀歸於天上嘅父神。
Amen.
啱。
Please sing hymn
唱詩
149.
149首。
Hymn 149.
149首。
Please rise.
請站啦。
可更美，喜樂可常迎，仍是在主永久旁邊中，福祉可全備，平安可歡樂，安息在主永久旁邊中，安息安息，平安穩妥無浪空痛，安息。安息在主永久膀臂中，世途當更獻求主中安全，安息在主永久膀臂中，越走越光明，如日正當神，安息在主永久膀臂中，安息安息。平安穩妥無浪空痛，安息安息安息在主永久膀臂中，我不懼危險，亦不憂惶恐，安息在主永久膀臂中，救主相同在我必樂融融。安息在主永久膀臂中，安息安息，平安穩妥無浪空痛，安息安息安息在主永久膀臂中。Please be seated.
請坐。
Give thanks to God for His guidance.
感謝神嘅帶領我哋。
And now it's time for us to pray.
呢個係我哋禱告時候。
In our prayers, let's continue to pray for the divine works of the church.
喺禱告裏邊繼續為教會聖工代禱。
Pray for the leadership of the church.
為教會嘅帶領者嚟到代禱。
Also pray on behalf of the members who have not been able to attend services so regularly.
亦都為嗰啲唔係上嚟參加聚會嘅弟兄姊妹代禱。
We ask that God moves their hearts so they are reminded that they're very much still in our thoughts.
咁我哋願神嚟到感動佢哋，佢哋永遠都係我哋嘅思想裏邊，我哋嘅羊圈裏邊。
In our prayers, let's also remember members who are facing ill health.
咁喺禱告裏邊為嗰啲有病患嘅弟兄姊妹代禱。
We pray that the Lord has mercy upon them.
求神嚟施恩憐憫俾佢哋。
So that according to His will, that they can be of good health once more.
咁根據神嘅旨意，讓佢哋重拾呢個健康。
For members who wish to receive the laying of hands,
嗰啲需要按手嘅同齡。
please make your way before the pulpit, and the ministers will assist you in your prayers.
請過你哋講台嘅前邊，執事為你哋代禱。
Do not Do not worry too much. If you want to receive laying hands, please come before the front.
唔好擔心咁多。如果想真係接受按手嘅，就係到嚟前邊。
So let us all kneel down to pray in one accord.
我哋一齊同心合意跪低禱告。
In the name of our
奉主
Lord
耶穌
Jesus
基督聖
Christ, we
名禱
pray.
告。哈利路亞。
灵的人是有福，神在众民是有福，众命令的人是有福，有福有福所中保，众命令的人是有福，神在众民是有福，众命令的人是有福，有福有福所中保。
So it says here, 平安散會。